Video, as you see in my title, get rid of your problems, no more troubles, eliminate your problems, or remove the problems from your life, remove the troubles from your life, remove the chaos from your life. And this is something that I think I got really good at. Not think, I know I got good at it. I can say confidently that I got good at removing the problems, troubles, worries, the headaches from my life. It was a long and patient and painful journey, and I wouldn't stop until I figure out how to do it. Not that I know exactly what I was doing, but I knew that I need to stay on this journey here until I have bring the peace back into my life. Hey, Christy. Hey, hello. To put the peace and calm back into my life. Anger, resentment, bitterness, those are things that has hold me back for a long time, and I believe that a lot of you are going through the same thing as well. And you keep on getting more and more of the same thing here. It's like every 3 years, every 2 years, every 3 years, you're gonna find yourself with some type of adversity you're gonna face until you learn how to check that and to deal with that. Adversity should only hit you once every 10 to 12 years. Yeah, it shouldn't hit you so often, like every 2 years, every 3 years. Shouldn't be coming that often. It's because we do not understand how to keep adversity at bay. It's there. Adversities are going to happen whether you like it or not, but they shouldn't be frequent. They shouldn't be. Adversities shouldn't be happen so often, so frequently. So, uh, um, so this is why you are gonna have to get on this journey here. And the journey is to find peace, is to become peaceful and become calm. That is the journey here a lot of you need to be on. And um, so Winnie, how you doing, Winnie? Right? So uh, right now, if you are out there and you are struggling with, you know, the anger, hey, Skibidi, and the resentment, and also you are constantly living in a state of panic, right? Exactly, Christy. Yep, I'm gonna keep yourself in check. You're welcome to Kiara. I think that's what you said that. Botak. I'm not sure what that means. Uh, so, um, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Um, you rainbow people come on here with your foolishness. Um, so this is the journey that I went on, and it was to free myself from what's holding me back. And I set out, not knowing, understand it fully what I was doing really, but I stumbled up. When later on, when I got to, when I started, especially the last year and a half or so, I begin to put the pieces together, and I see I, I why I decided to go on this journey here in the first place. It's the journey of self discovery, self improvement, self development, personal development. that's the journey I went on, because I need to figure out who am I and what I really want out of life. Well, I want peace. I want to be peaceful more than anything else. And it took some, um, a lot of, slap upside the head, from the universe to understand that I need to get off of the road that I was on and go on a more smoother road where I can actually make life easier for myself and for the people who I surround myself with, because I don't like difficulties. Now, let me say this. Difficulties doesn't mean you shouldn't do things that is hard. It's not the same. So, we want to make life easy, but still, we need to do things that's hard, that's challenging. I ran 15 miles today. That's challenging. Okay? So, do some hard things. But at the same time, I do not want you to make your life difficult. Anger, resentment, and bitterness will make your life difficult. All right? So, we want to kill off the anger, especially. It is destructive to you, right? So we want to kill off the anger, and we need to allow some new sprouts to emerge from out of your life. Some new plants, new sprouts, new growth. So there are some things that you want to happen in your life, and it's not happening. The seed is there, but it just can't grow in the soil, because I'm using the human mind as comparing to the soil, and they are very similar. Okay? So, um, yeah, exactly, David. So new seeds, but you might be planting those seeds, but they are not growing. Those sprouts are not popping up out of the ground. You're not seeing them, but you're planting them. I tell you, anger will kill them off more than anything else, very fast. All right. Hi. All right. So we want to deal with the anger. It is a problem. I suffered from it for years, so I know what that feels like. I spent many years dealing with it. I go to bed angry, I wake up angry. I do this for a number of years, especially the years between, say, 2013 and 2018, when I have no clue what was really even going on, right? But I have to figure out how to deal with this monster here that has taken over my life. And I need to chase it out, kill it, chase it out, whatever. And that was my goal, was to make sure that I get into a state of peace. Very difficult in the beginning, but over a period of time, I triumph, and I can say now I don't have to live like that anymore. Now I go to my bed happy, and I wake up happy. Yes, David, exactly. Yep, exactly. Stepping out on a leaf and it doesn't crunch. That's a good one. You know? And now life has become more smooth and more easy for me now. I know only a matter of time before the people, places, and things, the opportunities emerges in my life. Those are the seeds. I planted those seeds, and they will come. I'm doing the work every day. I'm tilling the soil, putting in the work. Only a matter of time, because it has to grow. That's just how human beings were created. Whatever you cultivated, you're gonna see a whole bunch of it show up into your life. That's just how it is. Okay. So now, all I have to do, sit back and relax, keep working. You can't sit on your couch. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. But all I have to do now is sit back and relax, keep doing the work, keep doing the tilling, the plowing, plowing, the tilling the soil, and at some point, it will show. Right? Those sprouts, those little plants, gotta turn into trees at some point, right? And that is what I am doing now. Anger is no longer um, a it's no longer a part of my life. Um, yep, exactly. Exactly. I give love, and love to your heart will flow. A strength in your utmost need. Have faith, and the scores of hearts will show their faith in your word and deed. For life is a mirror of king and the beggar. It is just what you are and do. Then give to the world the best you have, and the best will come back to you. So so that's what I'm doing right now. You know, I give to the world, give off my talents, my knowledge, my skills, my you know my understanding of how to get you from out of your misery, your mess. Understand something here. This is not how we were designed to live. We weren't designed to live in fear, in scarcity, in lack, in a state of panic, freaking out all the time about bills, about this and about that. We're gonna have to learn how to change that, and we might have to cut back on some things. Don't overspend. We might have to do these things for a while, you know. Dream, what's up with you and your Mustang, boy? So we might have to do these things for a while. Cut back, overspending, so forth. And we just have to keep certain people out of our lives. They bring us drama, troubles, problems, headaches, worries. Those people, we have to keep them out. They need to be out. We don't want those people in our lives at all. Okay? They are just they brings us so much headache. We don't want that. So we want to change that for ourselves. The people who are in our lives, we are not going to bring them any headache, any problems, because we don't want that for ourselves either. So, in exchange, you don't give me any trouble. At least I won't allow you to give me any problems. That's what I want. I'm not gonna allow you to do it. You know what I mean? Yep, it works together. All right. Yeah, yeah. I might just buy a Mustang one day. Dream. So over a long period of time, as I work through my own pain that I was given to freely at birth. I didn't ask for any of this, but I noticed over the years, and I look back and I look through, and I'm like, I could see the pattern there. The people who I find myself around, it doesn't matter where I go, whether I am in a certain part of the country, or I move to another part of the country, or I move to a different country, I noticed there were patterns there. Certain things just follows me everywhere I go. That is not a mistake. And then later on, I learned something called about the law of attraction. You don't have to believe it, but looking at it and understand and study it for a little bit and look at what they are saying, I don't think they are too far off at all. As a matter of fact, I think they are correct. I really think those people are correct. And looking at my own life, and I see how I bring these things into my life, even when I do not want to. And if I don't bring them into my life, guess what happens? I will um, develop friendships with people over the years, and those people will bring me the drama. Okay, even when I didn't want it. I forgot that lady that wrote The Secret. Rhonda Byrne, that's her name, and she said something interesting. She said, even if you are in prison, locked up behind those grills, if you want something bad enough, even if you are locked up, it will come to you inside there in the prison. You got to understand how powerful we are. We can draw things to us. Thank you very much, David. Appreciate you. All right. So, as I progress and as I work towards um, um, becoming the person who I truly want to become, everything I noticed, all the businesses I tried, they all failed, and I knew there was a good reason for it. I wasn't on my path and purpose. I was not doing what I need to be doing. Yeah. So by you know, every year I notice I will get better, but it wasn't moving as fast as I would like it to. It wasn't speeding up. So I look at what I was doing and I decided to change up some things. The thing that actually helps me the most is getting in shape. That has helped me a ton. And I a lot of people are, they chose to ignore the getting in shape part. It takes a lot of discipline, and I totally understand. I'm not saying it's easy, because it isn't. To get up and go out there and go do the work, the physical workout, it is not easy. And I can see why people run away from it, stay away from it. But you can ignore it all you want. It needs to get done. I am not saying everybody has to get in shape. No. But I'm talking about men mostly. I notice a lot of you older men, like myself, you guys are at peace. You guys are peaceful, at peace. But you are at peace and peaceful, but you are out of shape. That's a problem. So you can be at peace all you want. Live by yourself. I see you guys with your little dogs, and I like you guys very much. Have nothing against you. And you are peaceful. I know that for sure. You're at peace. You live by yourself. You don't have anybody bothering you. I want to be peaceful too. But there are work that need to be done. There is work that need to be done. And I do not want to ignore that part. So sit on your couch, watch the football game. You're not hurting anybody. Not at all. Have your few beers, go to bed, take a nap. Perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. But I mean, what a way how to live though. To live the rest of your life. Is I think it's sad, if you ask me. So I personally believe that I see this happen to many in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. They gave up. I think a lot of you gave up way earlier than that. But at least the younger people still have some hope. And if they get the right help, the right information come to them, then they can turn things around. I got lucky. In my 30s, information came to me that I never even knew was out there. And what do? I looked at it, it makes a lot of sense to me. I want to change. Bad. And that's why I am still at it today, 8 years later. So, I am not going to listen to any of that stuff. Oh, I just want to be peaceful. I just want to be at peace. I you know, I don't want, I'm protecting my peace. Sounds nice. And it's true. And it sounds nice. But seriously, protecting your peace, are you getting what you want out of life? What do you want out of life? Are you getting it? Probably not. Perhaps not. A lot of you are not getting it. You're not getting what you want out of life. So your peace is okay, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You could be perfectly fine with the way how you are living. You are a little older now. Most of your friends and families probably passed on. You by yourself, 60 years old. Hey, Luis, and you're looking, what did I accomplish? Not a whole lot. Let's say you're 50 years old. I don't care, you're 60 years old. Because if you're 60, you gotta understand, you have another 20 to 25 years to live. That's a long time. Okay? On your physical body, it's a long time. At your age, yeah, I don't care. You're 60 years old, start doing something. One thing. I don't care. You read one line, one sentence, one chapter, one page. You do one push up. I don't care. Just do something. Don't care what I don't care what age you are, because you see the thing is, when you start doing one thing, the chances of you doing one more thing increases. You read one page and you've been like, I can do one push-ups also. Oh, I can walk around the block one time. So we don't want to use age as an excuse here. You know what I mean? What book do I recommend? I don't recommend books. I don't. I recommend, because we're talking about reading here. I came to the conclusion, two reasons why I read these days. Because I read, but there are two reasons why I read. I read to reprogram my subconscious mind, and I read to memorize things. Because I do not like to read and forget about, and then I forgot about what I read. It drives me nuts. So I need to memorize what I read. So I don't recommend a whole bunch of books right now, especially for you guys in the beginning. Do not read a whole bunch of books. I want you to get into shorter um, materials that are shorter: affirmations, prayers, quotes, personal development, short as possible. You want to take out that little piece of information that you need, and you need to repeat them, reread them over and over and over. Okay, so that's it. All right. Yes, Louise says that's a good one. All right. And I do not want you to just listen to affirmation. Listening alone will not do. Listening plus repeating out loud what they are saying, that's how it happens for you. That's how you get the information to sink into your subconscious mind. You can listen to them. I do listen to them too. But listening alone will not work. Unless you're going to listen to the same thing. Say you have one audio. You're going to listen to that one audio at least 4 times a day, because you need to memorize what they are saying. So when you lay down inside your room, you will hear that audio popped in your head and start playing. That's where you want to be. Like Bruce Lipton, I think it was today. I was laying down and I could hear a piece of the audio I listened to so many times over start to play in my head, and I laughed because it was so good. I feel so good that here this information actually gets to the subconscious mind. So now it records it, because your subconscious mind is a recording machine. So it records it, and now it was playing it back to me. Love it. Beautiful. Church? No, sir. We're not doing any church here. We are not doing any church here. Okay? Um, nope, not doing the church. No church stuff going on here. Okay? So these are things that I want some of you guys to experience. you know, the beauty of repetition. Repetition is powerful. I'm a runner. How did I become a runner? By running one time? No. Today is day 522 days. You have to put in the reps. You gotta. Oh, that's good, Luis. You're exercising. That's nice. Keep working at it. I lift weights every single day. I'm in the gym every single day. You know, Dominique, what's going on? Say it's your birthday. I hope it's your birthday, man, and you're not full of it. You know what I mean? So, because I'm the sick of you guys, come on here, giving me BSing me about your birthday and call. So, well, you're gonna have to learn to lift weights, man. Do light weights. Why you guys think you have to lift a whole bunch of heavy weights? I don't. I don't even like heavy weights. I do lift some heavy weights, but I don't like them. I think heavy weights is overrated. If you want to become a bodybuilder, go lift heavy weights. But I think light weights would be just fine. That's just what I'm thinking. All right. So, what, in the beginning, I started out talking about removing the anger from your life. So that way you can experience life in a different light, a different manner, in a different way, a more peaceful way, a more joyful way, a more loving way, more kind way. We need to be kind to the people who we are around. Louise, you gotta get over your fears. We all have fears. Trust me, I do too. Posting online, that wasn't something that I wanted to do. That was fear. There was a lot of fear there too, but I have to get up and go post a video online anyways. I can sit down there, whine and cry and complain about it, or I can go post a video online. You know what I mean? You don't need to dominate fear. You just need to work around the fear. Look where it is easy. Look, look for the easiest thing to do and do it. Look for the easiest way to do the thing you want to do and do it. We tend to stress out and um I want to do this thing here, but it is so hard. Like, I want to run a 15-mile run today, and believe me, it was absolutely difficult to do. And I said, where can I go to run 15 miles? The easiest way I can do this. And I start to run, and in my head I'm looking for the easiest route, the easiest path to take. And I start running, and over a time I got to 10 miles. I need to do 5 more miles. This is this is rough. And I keep on doing it. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. You go. Yeah, I work every day, and I work. No, well, if you mean at my job, I work 6 days a week at my job. But I work out every single day, and I run every single day. So, Dominique, that's you want me to answer your question? That's it. Uh, yeah. So look for the easiest path, and that's what I want a lot of you to do. Just look for the easiest path. What's the easiest thing you can do? Look for it and start there. Um, let's say you should take cold showers, which I do, and it's hard to do. Taking a cold shower is hard. What do I do? Turn on the hot water first, shower in the hot water, and then I finish off with the cold water. Because going into the cold water is actually hard to do, really hard. Now, when I want to go run, and my mind is giving me a hard time, like, we're not going out there to run today. What's the easiest thing for me to do? Put on my shoes, put on my running shoes, walk downstairs, walk down the steps, go into the parking lot, and I start to play some type of audio. Um, you know, get on Strava, because I like to record my running, and that's what I do. Then I start to run, and my body is like, no, we shouldn't be running today. I put one foot in front of the other, slow as possible, and I run as slow as possible, not fighting, not trying to fight with my mind. Oh, I'm gonna overcome. I'm gonna do this. No, just relax and just keep pushing until after a while, my mind was like, yeah, I think we can do this. Yeah. So all right then, folks. So yes, folks. Yeah, marriage can be stressful. I understand, Louis. So all right, folks. Louis, I hope you find some type of yeah, I understand. You know, I hope you find some peace within your life. You're gonna have to look where the trouble is coming from and do something about it. All right. So all right then, folks. We will catch up with you guys soon, and don't forget, create a peaceful life. Get into living the peaceful lifestyle, and that's where we are right now, and that is what I am doing. And I want to extend that to a lot of you so that way some of you can get out of the BS that your crazy life that you are living and you believe that you have to live this way. You don't. Change that belief system. I believe I have to argue with this person. I believe I have to be right. Maybe you are not saying that you believe it, but that's exactly what's going on. It's your belief system. I believe that I no longer have to argue with anybody. I believe I no longer have to get combative with anybody. I don't want to get combative with you. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't want to be verbally abusive or physically abusive. I don't want to. I have no desire to. I no longer believe that. I no longer believe I have to be poor. I no longer believe that I have to destroy my life and destroy myself. No, and be destructive towards my own self. I can be successful and prosperous, kind and loving, caring, you know. So, all right, then, folks. I will catch up with you soon. You need peace, Louis. Yep, you're gonna have to. That's something that I think I got good at. Creating peace in my life. So yes, I got pretty good at it. All right, Louis. Take care. And looking forward to see you here again. And we should talk sometime, Luis, because you look like you are, somebody who probably needs some type of support. And if I can support you in any way, if I can, support you in any way, I will. All right. But take care, folks. Talk to you soon. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Have a good night. Stay peaceful. Stay calm. Stay relaxed. Quiet your mind, relax your body, and move into a direction where peace continues to exist in your life. All right, bye for now.